very simple pass, but really, really effective. It's super hard for my opponent to defend this, okay? I will grab the same side sleeve and I'll pass his hand under his lower back, okay? My goal is to reach his wrist under his lower back this way here, okay? Sit up, John, so they can see. My goal is to grab here. I can grab like this, or I can grab on the sleeve like this, okay? I like to grab here. I feel like when I grab like this, I have a really good control, but some people prefer to grab the sleeve, okay? It's up to you, all right? But the most important thing is to grab the hand under his lower back like that, okay? So it's really effective, it's really strong, and once you grab his hand, it's gonna be hard for your opponent to escape, okay? The best way for him to escape from this is to first see me doing this technique and then apply something else. Otherwise, once I grab his hand, it's gonna be really, really hard to escape, really hard to escape. So if I grab his right hand here with my left hand, I'll put his hand on the floor, okay? And now I gotta put my hand on the same side of his arm that I'm controlling, okay? I cannot put the head on this side right here, okay? Because now here he can go for the belt, or he can go for Kimura, or he can go for omoplatas, right? So I gotta keep on this side right here. So he has less attacks on this side. By putting my forehead on the floor, I'm gonna be in a tripod position and I'll move as fast as I can to the left side, pushing his arm under his body and delivering the arm to this hand right here, okay? So I'm here, so I bring his hand to the floor, my head's on the side, I put my hand on the floor and then I walk to the side. Now I grab his hand here. Okay? Once I grab his hand, I'm gonna move as much as I can to the side, okay? And I stay, you see, like his hips is no longer between my legs. Now I'll push his shin. Once I push the shin, I'm not gonna step over, because if I step over, he's gonna lock the leg. Go back. I'm gonna be here. Okay, I'll staple his leg. Now once I do that, I'll pass my leg that's close to him, my right leg, as a knee cut. Once I pass, I'm gonna go back with my hip flexor against his hip flexor, hugging his head. Once I hug the head, first I need to establish the position. My opponent will be moving. I keep controlling his hand here. You see that I'm controlling his arm still, his wrist. So it's hard for him to move. Now, once he stops moving, I go with my hand that's grabbing the head under his shoulder. And now what I do, I put my weight on my heels. I bring my butt towards my heels, taking my chest off my opponent, bring him towards me, like this, sideways. Once he goes sideways, I'm gonna grab with my free hand, okay, my left hand, and control his forearm. Okay, once I control the forearm here like this with both hands, it's gonna be hard for him to put his back on the floor again. I just gotta be with my armpits really heavy on top of his shoulder here, okay? So once I get here, now I'll change my grip and put my thumb inside, okay? And I grab like this, C grip. Okay, once I grab like this, now I'm gonna start pushing his hand against his neck, forcing to tap, okay? So once I do that, it's over, okay? But let's say if I'm going for the submission and my opponent is fighting, or he has a really good flexibility, okay, he doesn't tap. So I control the sleeve here, okay, like this, right? And I can go to the armbar holding this sleeve, okay? I go for the 201, okay, grip first, just to make sure he's not moving, okay? I'm good right here. Now with my right hand, the hand that's near his hips, I'll control my collar. Once I grab my collar, I will step my left leg, the leg over that's close to his head, over, okay? And I pass my knee under my arm, and then I go to the armbar, okay, like this. Once I'm here, it's really hard for him to escape, okay? Now I pinch my knees, and then finish my opponent, okay? Or I can let go. If I let go, he can go belly down, just be careful, okay? When he goes belly down, make sure he passes his leg over, and he face towards his feet like this, and then you can get a nice submission from here. Usually when you do this, he's gonna roll again to try to escape. Roll again, I just follow him, and then keep my leg over his head, and then I apply the submission here. Pinch my knees, and bridging, right? So close guard. I'll do on this side here again. So I can grab the sleeve, push his hand to the floor. Now I tripod position with my head on the same side that I grab the arm, okay? And I walk right away to this side, okay? On the fight, it's gonna work like this. I go to the side like this, and then I grab his hand, okay? Once I do that, I push his leg. I keep walking, push his leg. Staple, knee cut. Hip flexor against hip flexor. Grab the head. He's gonna be moving. I don't let go of the grip. Once he stops moving, scoop my hand under his shoulder. Turning sideways. Once I turn his sideways, I'll grab the forearm. Okay, once I grab the forearm, turn on. So I go here. Once I turn his sideways, go step one, step two. Slow. Force him to tap. Or you grab the sleeve, control the collar right near the triceps. Don't grab here, okay? Triceps. Elbow inside. You see my forearm is over his rib. Step over. My knee goes under my arm. Okay, and then I go to a nice armbar. Okay? Now I can finish my opponent super easy. If you turn belly down when I let go, okay, I step over and I dig my leg all the way across, okay? All the way across to the other side. And I have a really good leverage here, stretching and stiffening my leg and pulling his arm this way, okay? To create a good leverage. If you roll, to try to reset the position, roll. I just keep my leg over his head, okay? Pull his arm really well, pinch my knees, and then apply a nice armbar, okay? The position during the fight is gonna work like this, okay? So I'm here in a good posture, step one, step two. Now step three, I move to the side, and I push it. Now, that's the knee, back, hold, scoop, turning sideways, go for a submission, a little tap, step over, get a nice armbar. Okay. It's very important to do this position really slow, but there's one detail here that's really important, and I see like some people, they make a mistake when they try this technique, okay? As soon as you grab the arm here, okay, and then you you do the tripod position, and you bring his forearm under his body, and you grab the hand right here, okay? As you're going for the guard, open, don't go like this, okay? Don't put your head on this side, all right? Because then he can move, he can sweep you that way. He can grab my collar here, just the other way, over my head, like this. He grab my shoulder, and I start bringing it that way, exactly, okay? So don't do that. Plus, if you're fighting someone really, really flexible, they can pass the leg over your head, okay? So keep your head on the same side the whole time. The same side you're grabbing the arm, you keep your head. So if I'm controlling this arm, I keep my head here the whole time until I pass this guard. After I pass the guard, then that's when I change my head to the other side, okay? So I can grab like this too. No gi, I go like this, okay? With the gi, I like to grab this slack, okay? I feel I have a good grip here. So I go here, so I move towards him. Let me do this way, turn around. So you can see right now how I'm doing this. So I go 1, 2, move to the side. So I grab here, look. I control like this. Now, keep the head on this side, you see? Push, pass. Now I change my head, okay? Then, scoop over, turning sideways, control. C grip, okay? Facing my hand down, C grip, push, and then force it to tap. Or the hand that's near his head, grab the sleeve. The hand that was doing the C grip, grab the collar, okay? My right hand. Now I step over, and in between my arm and his body. Okay, don't go here. Here, okay? Then you go to the armbar. Here. Once you finish, done. He's gonna try to turn belly down for sure. You're gonna dig your leg all the way across here, okay? And now, force him to tap, bringing the pinky towards you, okay? Always. Controlling the wrist, and pulling. So when you do the armbar, you pull and then you apply. So you don't just go for the bridge. You just don't go just like that. You go like one, you pull, and then you put the hand down and then you bridge, okay? It's very important to pull his arm in, because a lot of times the opponent will try to take the arm out, okay? Let's work, let's move on, okay? This position is really strong. If you have long limbs, that would be great for you to apply this technique, okay? When you're on top, you're gonna reach that easy. If you have a really short limbs, it's gonna be hard for you to do it, okay? I'll be honest with you. If you find someone really big, of course it's gonna be hard for you to do it. But average size, usually, I believe like 80% of people can be able to do that. But if you cannot do that, it's okay. You can work on the other passes that we are learning in this instructional. So you can ask yourself, like, how I escape from this? Like, the best way to escape when somebody's trying to do that on me is to right away prevent the opponent from grabbing my hand under my lower back. Because once you get there, it's gonna be a nightmare for me to escape. It's gonna be hard for me to escape. Because not only like he's trapping my arm behind my back, but also I can feel my shoulder. It depends on the flexibility of my shoulder, okay? So the best way to escape here, if you on bottom here, and Jonathan start applying this technique on me, go Jonathan, like this. Right away, I need to escape my hips, and I need to put my knee between his legs, between his arms, sorry. Around. So, you see, like when Jonathan's push my arm to the side, I need to do this. I need to frame using my shin on his biceps here, and I start going to the omoplata, right? Because right now it's hard for him to give the hand to the other side. But if he's still here inside the close guard, and he give the hand right there to the other hand, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be hard for me to escape. One of the things I can do is trying to bring him, like shaking my leg, bringing his head to this side. But he can be really strong, you know, and heavy. And by the time that I'm opening the guard, like to try to shake him, he's gonna step over my leg. Okay, and then he's gonna start passing my guard. So it's a very, very strong position. It's really hard to escape from this. Okay, really hard. The best way for you to escape is to prevent, right? Is to not let him give you the hand under your lower back, okay? So as soon as you start trying to do it, you gotta see the technique. You gotta have the feeling of, oh, he's doing that. Oh, let me wait. Let me avoid that. Let me kill that, right? And then you put your shin in the middle of his arm, between his arm and body, so that way it's gonna be hard for him to deliver the hand to the other hand. So it's gonna be easier for you to escape for sure. But once he grabs, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, so don't let the opponent like grab you there. And for you that's applying the technique, okay, try that. Okay, if you can do it, do the technique, because this is very, very, very strong. It works really, really well.